All right. We are here at the Tat Chat podcast studio. This time we have two guests. We have Piercings by Austen. He's my personal piercer at my shop. And we also have Friday Tattooer. So just to start off, just tell us who you guys are, what you do, and then we can move on from there. What's up, Ben?
What's up, man? My name is Ben Friday. I am Friday Tattooer on Instagram. I love tattooing. You know, I have a pretty big wheelhouse, so I do mostly like neo-traditional stuff. Try to keep it realism. I love traditional. I love it all. You know what I'm saying? It's
You're just a tattooer. Simple as that.
Yes, sir.
And then what about you, Saucy?
My name's Austen. I'm a body piercer, obviously, at your shop. I've been doing it about close to 8 years now. We're getting up
Isn't
there,
that, bro,
dude.
me
Yeah,
too.
Yeah, we're getting up there, dude. It's awesome. But that's pretty much it. Also trying to learn, try to get some artistic ability under my belt as well.
Tattoos.
Yeah, he's a piercer and a tattooer.
Yeah.
Do not let him fool you.
Yeah.
He is a piercer and a tattooer.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's moving up. He's making it happen. All right, boys. I'm glad that you guys are both here. I'm stoked. I got both you guys here because obviously we know the energy. We know the energy. We know the vibe here. we all hang out with each other. We kick it. If you guys do not know these two, they are some characters. Okay, so this should be very, very interesting. I'm gonna start off hot right off the bat. Ben,
What's up?
what is your least favorite thing about tattooing?
My least favorite thing about tattooing. You're wild, bro.
Let's hear it.
Absolutely. So, I mean, that's a great question. That's a great question. So, I'm going to say sometimes, people don't always go along with the artistic process. And, if it's like pulling teeth, I don't want to say like, oh, I don't know, clients who don't let you do your job. How about that?
Hey, let me tell you guys, Ben has the worst luck with clients.
You know what? No, I want to say this really fast. Just that I'm blessed. I have so many great clients, and then it's just like with people, I don't know. I mean, like you gotta, your personalities have to jive.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. It's a connection.
It has to be a connection.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So
I think that tattooing, literally, you build a bond, a relationship with your client, whether it's 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 6 hours of tattooing. Like, you need that.
No.
I have the conversation with people all the time that I don't get tattooed by anyone any longer unless I like them as a person. Like, I have to vibe with them, or I'm just not interested in getting stabbed by them.
Right. Absolutely. Well, I mean, you have to be in the same kind of, of like minds.
Yeah.
Similar interests, things like that. Of course. So, I mean, my thing is again, I'm pretty fortunate to have a lot of really cool clients who are like, yeah, do your thing. And then, on the other hand, you have people who just, I think I'm like a super friendly guy, but then people want to, say that I'm I want things my way. And I'm like, man, I'm not the captain of cool, but hey, man, I know
love the art so much. I feel like it conflicts with those people who are super like not knowledgeable and don't want to ride with you. You know what I'm saying? So I understand that. But Austen, a piercer in this tattoo industry, least favorite thing
About being a piercer or about being...
Besides being a piercer being your least favorite thing.
Oh, come on.
Without getting too graphic.
No, I love piercing every day. It's always a new day. But you're talking like being a piercer trying to be a tattooer?
A piercer in the tattoo industry, because technically that's what you're in.
Yeah.
This isn't a piercing industry. You're a piercer in a tattoo industry. What is your least favorite thing?
My least favorite thing? I would say the lack of, how would I put it? The lack of not even responsibility. I don't know how I would put it. The lack of love and respect that so many piercers have in at least in this state that I can tell alone. Most piercers out here don't really give a fuck, man. There's only a few that I could count on the tip of my fingers that are well respected, well known, really care, really are, love what they do and are gonna not be the everyday corner shop doing whatever the fuck they can and messing up everybody. And
see, I think that goes to the same thing with Ben. I feel like your guys' issue with the industry is because no one else cares as much as you guys care. You care so much about your tattoos. You care so much about the piercings, but there's people around us that just don't. Like, not even a little bit.
Not even. I'll give my best, like, advice. I will, like, literally let people know, like, what I personally would feel or how I think, what I think is going to happen with it. And they'll just brush it off. They're like, oh, no, I don't care.
Like, I want a piercing.
Yeah, they still want to do it. And I'm like, dude, the benefit over time isn't gonna be worth it.
Absolutely.
That you're gonna end up scarring yourself pretty bad, or keloiding it pretty damn bad, or it's just gonna end up.
Austin's getting in his feels real quick. Wait.
No, I'm just
So what I think is actually really awesome is the fact that there's the old school way of doing things. People are used to how things used to be done.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Now things are they're different.
They're like, rub some dirt on it, it'll be fine.
Well, I mean, people are becoming more aware of the styles that are out there and more aware of the process. And so it's like, honestly, like a lot of people get it. Like if you're a tattoo collector, you get the process. You understand. I'm like, makes my job easy. But
do you feel like if they're not a collector and they just get like a one and done tattoo or very few tattoos, they're less knowledgeable, so they kind of are a little bit more harder to work with?
I mean, it's just you have less experience. Experience. So somebody who's just, clearly has a lot of tattoos and just collects all the time, they get it usually.
Yeah.
And somebody who, doesn't do it all the time, it's really not anybody's fault. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the cool thing is that there's a progression. Now people get it. People understand. Okay, if there's a wait list, if there's, if they want me to, send pictures of this or that and the other, they understand that that's the best way to get the best product and to really there's just so much that people can do now, man. It's just the sky's the limit, and I think people get that.
They're more open to it for sure. Yeah.
Which is awesome. So it's like, things used to be one way, and now there's just so many more possibilities. People,
Facts.
Most people get that. Not everybody does.
That's true. Hey, Saucy.
What's up?
I need to hear from a piercer your worst experience.
Oh, come on.
This is the best part. I have been at the shop with him for the last 5 or 6 years. I know every story, and that's why I'm bringing it up. Let's see if you're going to tell the story that I want to hear.
I'm
All right, let's hear it. Hey, just so you know, this podcast is not PG-13. It is rated R. Let's go.
So not safe for work.
Had a couple younger females, probably 18, 19, freshly 18, wanted to come in, get their first piercings done.
Okay.
So everybody was getting their belly buttons pierced.
Cool.
3 people. So get everybody's paperwork done, get everything set up, and I get through the first girl. She was completely fine. She was loving it. She was feeling it. She had no problem at all. 5 minutes later, I'm breaking down the setup, still cleaning everything up, and I'm getting ready for the next one. I don't know what it was. Just it felt like an instinct to me. Because I turned around, and as I turned around, she started to fall back. She was passing out. Yeah. So I ran. I ran and caught her midway from falling.
Superhero Saucy.
It was insane. I don't know how I did it, but I caught her midway, and I'm kind of holding her, propping her up, and I'm trying. I had my leg between hers, trying to literally
hold
keep
her up.
Literally keep her in the air with my entire body. I don't know how I did it, but I'm holding her, and she's falling back. It was taking a good minute for her to come back. I was about to lay her down and grab some smelling salts, but then everybody in the shop just went silent for a second, for just a moment. I had no idea what was happening until old boy right here decided to yell out, "Yeah, she's pissing herself."
This girl pissed. She pissed all over his leg while she was passed out, bro. And I'm not talking about you pee your pants when you're a kid and it just kind of falls through. No, this was like a sprinkler system.
Dude, it was bad.
It's like a sprinkler system.
Literally.
I'm glad that I'm not there.
No, dude, it went through the pants. It was spraying.
I'm glad.
The reason why I said, "Oh, she pissed herself," is because it was so instinctually insane to see. It wasn't she just kind of went down her leg and shit. Dude, it was shh,
dude,
it was attacking Austin.
Literally, it was jeans, bro. Denim fucking jeans.
Yeah, bro.
And it was spraying through
When she woke up, she dipped out the door.
Dude, she just threw me off her.
She pushed him and tossed out bro, she ran so fast out that door.
So
dude, out the door. She was gone. She was gone. She was not trying to have it. She was embarrassed. She dipped. Austin got peed on.
Yeah.
Austin got peed on.
Dude, and a good amount.
It went all through her jeans to his jeans.
Through my jeans all the way down. Got into my shoe a bit, little damp sock on the top.
Hey, you know what the best part is? Austin stayed working.
I know he did. I know this guy stayed at work. He's like, "Hey, look, I'm gonna changed my shorts really fast.
Cleaned
and-
up all. No,
Yeah.
I didn't.
No,
no,
you
I
wore the
did.
same
I didn't.
clothes.
Yeah,
You didn't have shorts?
I wore the clothes the rest of the day. Dude, I didn't have a way to go home right now. I was like, no, I'm not
This
about
was-
to walk
this
2
was-
hours and then 2 hours back.
Yeah, this was super early on. So like Austin didn't have a car. He was walking and stuff. So like he was like, bro, I'm not gonna walk 2 hours and walk 2 hours back.
Like-
so he hung out all day with piss on. I was like,
This guy, yeah, no, Austin is seriously one of the hardest working dudes. Yeah, I wouldn't have done that. I wouldn't
have either.
I think I would have.
dude, I would have left.
Instinctually, I wanted
Well-
to jump back. But I was like, dude, I'm holding.
He caught
she-
her. He's
she-
like, hey,
yeah,
I got you.
yeah.
Dude,
I'm going
he
the
held
extra
her
mile, like-
while getting pissed on.
Like the
literally-
whole. I was literally watching it happen, and I'm
Yeah.
still holding her.
That's wild, man. That's wild.
I was.
It was awesome. It was awesome.
Yeah.
What about you?
Worst customer?
Worst guy. He's like,
Hey.
oh, I'm ready.
What story?
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know.
Worst,
I don't know, man.
worst story as far as like worst experience. You'll remember it forever. Besides your most recent one, because we're not going to talk about that. We're not going to talk about that.
No.
You know what I mean?
I don't know. Worst.
Worst.
I think I'm gonna go with the one I kind of think about is when I first was pretty much fresh out of my apprenticeship. I was working at this one shop, and you know, it was a smaller shop, you know, and had a guy in there. He was, I think he was like a, you know, off-road, or he was like a trucker, you know, and he gets tattoos wherever he goes through, right? And keep in mind, man, I'm brand new.
Okay.
you
Fresh. You're fresh.
no experience, and I have
Fresh meat, baby.
I have my portfolio on there, and I go. He walks in, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm trying to get this and that and the other." And I'm like, "Well, I'm kind of new, man. I can't really, I'm not really trying to go nuts for you." Like, he wanted his throat, he wanted both sides of his neck, all like black and gray, and I said, "Bro, I am not the guy for you."
Mm-hmm.
And the owner, man, bless his heart, he says, "You got this. You can do
my
it, man. You
goodness.
can do it. What are you talking about?" Keep in mind, this dude is like 300-400 pounds, giant, pretty big dude. Lot of tattoos, He was
Intimidating.
slightly, you know what I mean? And I'm like, me just being like, I feel a little bit like thrown to the wolves, a little bit, not a little, but trial by fire, right? So, anyways, we start doing the throat, and I thought it was pretty cool. It was like, that old skeleton with the big sombrero and shotgun in your face on the throat.
Oh,
so
tight.
first,
That's not scary.
no, and so that's my first throat tattoo. First, whenever I'm like, and I'm like the whole time I'm like, I don't got this, and, and I was just like, all right, well, this guy's, he's like, I'm ready to go. I'm trying to do it. He's like, you can do it. You can do it. And then I'm like, all right.
And in your head, are you thinking, if I fuck this up, this man is gonna kill me?
This is exactly what I'm thinking the entire time. Okay, so we start, right? First off, I set him in this massage table that literally just like breaks out from under this dude, huge dude. So he goes back, and then I'm like, oh my god, this shit is cursed from the get go. He's like, no, it's fine, let's keep going. I'm like, oh my god. So
And you're in your head,
we're doing
you're
it.
wanting to quit every time something happens.
Oh my god, I want to go home and I'm like, I quit. Yeah, I'm like, so yeah, we're doing the throat tattoo, and I'm like, and he's like, it's too dark, man, it's too dark. I'm like, bro, the reference is dark, man. I'm like, the whole thing is just whatever. So I was like, look, let me get an out here, please. I was just like, well, just whatever you want to pay. He's like, no, let's keep going. And I'm like, okay.
Dang.
And I was like, the owner is just like, he's like, nah, man, you got this. You got this. I'm like,
So you're the only one in this building that's like, yo, I
It's me
don't
and the
got
owner.
really
this.
don't.
it's just me and the owner, bro.
Oh, my goodness.
I know. And I was just like, oh my God. So we do the other side. It's not loving it. He just doesn't love it. And so
The feeling or the tattoo?
the tattoo, he's like, you get what I'm saying though? And I was like, yeah, dude, I told you from the get-go.
You're
I'm
like, I told you I couldn't do it.
I do like traditional stuff, man. Like at the time I was doing this like, little jammers, man. And I was just like, I was still like an apprentice trying to finish it out. Definitely wasn't a seasoned vet doing stuff like that.
The throat.
Right. Yeah. And then I'm like, so basically like it almost came to blows. I said, I don't want to keep,
snap.
I swear to God. It came to the point where the owner's like, he's like, you get out of here, man. He's like, look, you can either, do this or that, and you can get out and blah, blah, blah. And it almost came to blows where like him and me and the dude were going to like fight.
So hold on, the owner wanted the guy to leave or wanted you to leave?
The guy or the owner was trying to calm him down because he was mad.
Yeah.
And he's like, I just don't, blah, 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 blah. And he's like, he told you this and that and the other. And I'm like, oh my God, dude. And so he goes, let's keep going. The guy.
No,
yes.
he didn't.
Yes.
Oh,
and I said,
my
and
gosh.
I was like, okay, so this dude's going to kick the shit out of me. The owner's going to, like fire me. I'm like, this is a nightmare scenario. And I'm like, me personally, and I'm just doing my best. And personally, I was like, oh, the tattoos are pretty good. It's okay. Yeah. It's I'm doing my best.
Yeah.
I finish up the other side. I mean, I'm trying, and this is a huge dude. Like, I can't even. He's like literally, on the neck, man. The neck is another really hard spot. Black and gray, super soft, black and gray. Never done that in my life. You know what I mean? And so, finish the tattoo. He throws $600 on the table. Doesn't say a word. Just walks out. I said, "Oh my God, I hate my life." Anyway, so that was.
Hold on. So you don't know if he likes it or likes it or hates it.
I don't think he liked it,
but he paid you.
Yeah. I mean,
hey, you got the buddy, man.
I mean, I was not loving life. That sucked.
Yeah,
that was not a good.
Yeesh. See, I don't have any like crazy like
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's
I don't have any like worst client experiences. I have stories like in general. Oh my goodness, I have the perfect story for you.
For me.
And he already knows about it because he was there, but it was for you. This is absolutely the best story.
Okay.
The craziest story, the most extreme story, and I'm gonna tell you right after I take this break, bro. Okay, so this fucking story, right? The story that I have to tell you, oh my gosh. It is the one experience I've had that I can't even believe it happened to me, okay? So I'm tattooing a guy, and he's a very large man. Same situation, but not like big, but like big, right? Big dude. Right. Well, he decides to pop some pills, for pain, right? Whatever, popping pills, whatever. It's whatever. Well, partially to the tattoo, he starts like dozing off, right? So just fucking, you know what I mean? Right. I'm coming back, right? So he's dozing off. Well, I finished the tattoo for the day. It's whatever. At the end of it, I was like, hey, man, like, next time we tattoo you, just, don't do the pills. Let's not take the pills. You'll be good. I don't feel comfortable. And we're not doing anything crazy. We're just blacking out his arm. You know what I mean? Slowly and surely. Okay. Well, he comes in to get a tattoo again. And he keeps going to the bathroom. So what do you think he's doing? Some more pills. Right. All right. So this time, it's way worse. Okay. So this time he's falling out of the chair. Looks like he's trying not to fall asleep. Dude, it's bad, right? It's really, really bad. I'm like halfway through and I'm like, dude, like, I think I'm going to call it for the day. Like, I just don't feel good, comfortable about this. Like, you're passing out. Like, you can't stay still. And he's like, no, come on, man. Come on. And I'm like, dude, I don't feel comfortable with this. Okay. Well, he's finally agreed. He's like, all right, whatever, man, blah, blah, blah. I finished up. I closed up. I, cleaned up my stuff. And I left. He was still waiting for a ride because he was really fucked up. Austen was there, and he was piercing, and he had clients. Well, the gentleman goes to the smoke shop in the same complex, grabs a Red Bull, comes back, and he's sitting there. Oh, man, this guy drinking his Red Bull, missing his mouth, ends up trying to set the Red Bull on the ground, and he flips it upside down, and it lands just draining, right, all over the floor. He goes to pick it up in the trash, and he just picks it up straight up and just leaks it all over the floor, right? Just absolute crazy.
So gone.
Dude, gone,
completely
right?
Gone, yeah.
Whatever. 3:00 in the morning comes, and my phone's getting blown up. Bro, like over 100 calls, okay? And it's this gentleman calling me, screaming and cursing how I didn't finish the tattoo. This is bullshit, yada, yada, yada. He had no idea. He had no recollection that we agreed that we were going to do it at a different session because, I didn't feel comfortable.
He was gone.
Right? Dude, he was done.
Yeah.
This dude came to my house. He came to my house and was banging on my garage door. He was banging on my garage door. He was popping off the cameras, like on the outside. He was popping off the ring lights and stuff like that, but they work not even mounted and stuff. So I literally have it all on video. It's crazy. So I pretty much am like, you know what? Screw it. So I just, what I'm saying? I get my gun out and I start walking out there and I'm like, you know what? I should probably call the cops. Yeah. So I called the cops. They came. Long story short, they were just like, dude, that's a big dude.
Yeah.
right? A really, dude.
He seemed really mad at you.
Big, right? And so they were like, "We're glad you called. Go down to the city and do like an order of protection. So that way, if he comes at you again, you could just." The cops told me to do that. They were like, "Yo, like he's so big that like
just drop him,
just shoot him."
You're like,
if you tell him to stop one time and he comes for you, just shoot his ass. So I'm like, all right, bet. So the cops are over here giving me permission. But this dude literally came to my house, man. Like he came to my house.
That's
he came
wild,
out. He did not know that we didn't finish the tattoo. Like he was so like out of it. Like, huh? Okay, bro. It got worse. A week goes by, bro. And he called the cops on us.
What?
And said that Austen stole a ring that he used to always wear.
What?
A ring, yeah, some important ring to him, right? I'm like, officer, dude, let's be real. We had the scenario he had. So I just pull up the cameras of him at my house at 3 a.m. and he didn't have the ring on. So that means that he, he had the ring on. He had the ring on.
Had the ring
so
on.
when he left the shop,
That's a good camera.
Yeah, when he left the shop, he had the ring on.
Right.
When he's at my house, he had the ring on. So how could he have taken it if he's been wearing it?
Busted.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So they were just like, "Oh no, man, just make sure that order of protection is good because if he comes at you, and you still shoot him.
Drop his huge.
Still shoot him." I'm like, Jesus. I haven't seen the dude. Honestly, he was actually a friend of mine. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna lie. And so I was kind of bummed, and it was super unfortunate. And hopefully, nothing bad comes of it. But guess what I heard? Like a month later, he got kicked out of the gym for the same thing, dude. For the same thing, he was. I told Austin he got kicked out of a gym for dozing off.
That sucks, man.
Bro, come on.
That dude's clearly dealing with
Come on. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he's going through some shit.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Dude, he came to my house. This man came to my house. Oh my gosh. That's my story for you. That's my story for you.
Yeah, I thought I had the bad luck.
It's a bad story. You can turn the mic towards you because now you're starting to crawl that way.
What do you mean?
See how the mic is now to the side and not in front of you? Because you keep turning.
I don't do anything.
Yeah, you did.
I don't know. Trying to look deep in your eyes. Oh, I didn't touch that.
I know, but you're sitting differently.
Oh, I'm trying to sit the same.
You're sitting like this
now?
now.
I'm way too far away now. I feel like
no. You were sitting like this, and now you're sitting like this.
Okay.
Like you can hear him clear, right?
Yeah.
It's the directional.
I feel like that's way far away.
Bro, we hear you clear.
Okay.
We hear you clear.
You're all good.
All right.
Loud and clear, Benny.
Loud and clear, Benny boy. All right. All right. On to the next thing. I got to know your opinion on something. Okay?
Yeah.
What is your opinion on artists closing their books? Closing their books, meaning they no longer accept future appointments. They're just like, oh, you know what? My books are closed for 4 months, blah, 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 blah. What is your opinion?
I honestly, I have two thoughts. I think sometimes I feel like people just say books closed to seem busy.
Ooh, we've seen it.
Yeah.
No names mentioned. We've seen it.
Yeah.
And then the next week they're like, oh, have an opening.
Right. So outside of that, you know what I mean? On the flip side of that, if you're busy, good. I don't, I don't know. I don't know about just not taking anything new or being selective. Again, it's kind of a progression. So it's like, if you don't want to take everything that comes along, if you want to be more selective, that's up to you. That's, there's
But why close off even the selective ones?
I don't know, man. My books are open. So. You want to come in? You want to book?
What do you think?
I don't think there's ever too many clients.
Mm-hmm.
I obviously the artists that are maybe booking a year out, I definitely see
like they book within the year only.
Yeah, within that year they'll close it off, whatever, if they can. But if you're booking 2-3 months and then you're like, yeah, I'm closed for a couple. I'm not booking. Dude, you got so much time, and split it up too. You don't have to, especially if you're tattooing that much, you don't have to do that much every single day.
Oh, facts. You don't have to tattoo 7 days a week either.
Yeah.
No, it's about your workload. You can, dude. That's cool. Honestly, man, like I feel like you take on whatever workload that you feel comfortable with. You work however you like.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not mad at somebody running their business. I'm not mad at somebody doing well.
This is my opinion. This is my opinion. I think it's weird that people close their books. They should always be open, no matter how long it is, right? But that being said, there's no way that an artist is booked so much in advance and they have never had a cancellation, right? So those people who are, been wanting to book, they can fill those cancellation slots, but your books are closed. How are you going to, you know what I mean? Like, you're just, I don't know, you're hurting yourself, I think. In my honest opinion, I think the books closed thing is just not an issue that I want to deal with. I will say that I also don't agree with like people booking so far in advance that like who knows can happen cancellations or issues or whatnot. You know what I mean? Like it's just too much. So that's why I literally like I'd say like 3-4 months to me is like a good booking. And then you're not running it like a mill. You're not like, oh, this day. You know what I mean? You're not running like a mill. And again, you don't have to work 7 days a week, but also don't work a day or two of the week and then be like, I'm booked.
Right. That's silly.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Oh, okay, yeah. If you're like, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so swamped this week. It's like, I'm like, I have one piece, and then you're like, my books are closed.
Yeah. There are some artists like Jamie, like he does it a certain way where he works like, I think 3 or 4 days a week, and he works most of the day. I mean, he's doing not big things, but like at least he's working. It's not like I work Saturdays and Sundays only.
Yeah.
Booked for 3 years. No shit.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah.
No shit.
You're like, you're never getting in.
Yeah,
man.
like what are you talking about? That drives me nuts, man. I guess that's just like that hustler mentality, dude. I don't know. When you cancel that shit out, it's just I don't like it, man. I don't know. I have a weird feeling about it, bro.
I got you. I mean, I kind of stick with. I mean, I bet you some people are like, hey, man, I'm getting emails. I'm just swamped, and they're like, I gotta close that shit off.
Yeah, but
on some real shit. There's guys that are like, I mean, on some real shit, they're like, hey, if you're overwhelmed, if you're one person, you got an assistant, whatever. I'm like, it's about taking a workload. It's about, you know what I mean?
But that's why I think that's where that comes into play, though. The assistant, when you're getting like that, apparently you're good enough to have an assistant. So have them handle it. They can't be stressed and you stressed.
My thing is that
you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, I 100% agree. I mean, again, it goes back to how you run your business. My thing is that. Yeah, booking a year out, so much can happen in that time.
Dude,
I mean,
I wonder, I would want to know how much cancellations happen in a year.
Right. Cancellations happen. Happen.
Speaking of cancellations, isn't it crazy lately? It's not even cancellations, it's just reschedules because things happen. But like, wow.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
I mean, I don't want to say it, but it's kind of like the economic kind of.
Dude, it's crazy,
it's
man.
It's more expensive.
I don't know if other artists have this problem. Honestly, if you're watching this or listening to this, comment below because I'm curious. But for some reason, lately, the amount of reschedules, car accident, bills, lost my job, not getting enough hours. Like it's literally so much lately. Maybe we're not doing something right. Maybe we're not doing something right and we're choosing the wrong people. But man.
I just think two things. I mean, like, there's a lot. I mean, obviously, most collectors know, hey, tattoos, we're an expensive date, man. Like,
Facts.
we charge a premium for the company, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
and not even a happy ending.
No, right? No, nothing. I mean, unless you're
a piercer.
Right. Yeah. It's all about how you run your business. But yeah, man, truthfully, stuff's more expensive, and we're a luxury. So, I mean, something's got to go. And I think, because people know, like, they say treat yourself, go get some ink therapy. Which it's true, man. People, it's taking time for yourself to do kind of nothing, and get something for yourself. Do something for yourself. So not everybody has the money for that, and that's again why I'm super gracious to the people who are like, yeah, I want fucking you put out something rad, I'm coming through. Those are the real ones, and it sucks.
That's the difference between a collector and a client, though.
Yeah.
Collectors, baby. True. Loving them collectors.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And I mean, it's everybody wants to do it. Everybody wants tattoos, but you hear about all day like, oh my God, my cousin, he wants to come to you. And then,
nothing.
And then nothing. Right. So everybody wants tattoos, but you're like, oh man, you guys are expensive. I'm like,
bro,
expensive?
Bro. Austin, tell me this doesn't irk you when someone's like, you make a post and you're like, oh, I'm available for piercings or available for tattoos, yada, yada, yada. And then someone responds, I would if I had money.
Bro, at the minimum, it's $25.
Yeah.
For a simple piercing.
Yeah.
How can you not? Or the people that argue me about it. I have some close friends who have recently, before we even started doing the deal, had hit me up for a couple nose piercings, belly button piercing, $25, jewelry included. You can't do it for $15.
Like, oh.
I could, but I don't want to.
Yeah, there's just no respect in it, and I think it's crazy. Dude, I don't know what's worse. I literally don't know what's worse. I would come and get a tattoo and piercing if I had money, or how much for a sleeve.
How much for a sleeve? I mean,
if you guys are just watching this on Spotify right now, my face right now. Do not ask me how much for a sleeve. Do not ask me how much for a tattoo. That is dumb. Ask me how much for a specific tattoo and a specific type of sleeve. Do not say, hey, how much for a tattoo? Yeah. I don't fucking know how much for a tattoo. What the fuck do you want?
Here's a good question for you. What do you think about the people who I see they do the forms? I'm like, click here the link. Fill out this short thing. You cut through the bullshit. I'm about to do that because that's easy and I think free. And you know what I mean? It's just a matter of like streamlining people to say, okay, instead of hitting me up this way,
So this is my thing. I understand what you're saying. My thing with that is you can pick and choose what you're doing. I think it's a free online consult. That's really what it is.
Yeah.
They're sending you what they want. You're blah, 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 da, da, da. But what if someone doesn't use that? What if they want to message you? Or you're just going to be like, no, go to my link. And I know artists that do that. I know artists who will get a message and they'd be like, fill out the link online. I don't know, man. I think that me personally, this is all personal. I feel like where I, strive and where I do my best, it's just personal, bro. People love that personal. I respond to everybody. That's different than everything, dude. Like someone knowing that they talk to me and only me and not through online, not my assistant, not this and this. They have so much more love, and that's where that relationship already got built.
Facts.
If you're filling out those forms online, your relationship hasn't even started yet. You don't even know who you're talking to. You don't know who's responding. You don't know none of that. I want you to hit me up directly, me respond to you, you being like, man, Don is just speaking facts. And that goes to the stuff about being a collector, being picky, that kind of stuff. When you're talking to someone, it's easier to kind of explain stuff to them when it's like on a personal level. When it's on a forum or, they have to fill it out, you're like, no. Okay, what do they got out of that? What do they, you know what I mean? Like it's just, yeah, exactly. It's just so less personal that to me, I said this in the last podcast, 100%. I feel like if you put out a specific type of energy and you have no influences, and that being social media contacting directly, you get the clients you want. You don't get those annoying people all the time. You get, 1% of those clients are going to be that person, but 99% of it, you're going to get the clients that are like, man, I fuck with that person. I fuck with their energy. I fuck with how they talk. I fuck with the fact that they messaged me, they responded. Dude, I would say 9 out of 10 people that hit me up for a tattoo are like, wow, you responded? Oh, thank you for responding so fast. Oh, thank you for that. I didn't think that you would talk, blah, 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 blah. Like, people like that shit.
You're right.
I think being a tattooer in 2022, even a piercer in 2022, isn't just tattooing or piercing.
No, not at all.
You got to be a cameraman. You got to be good with people. Vinny said it so perfect, man. You have to be good at everything to be successful at this point. It's 2022, man. It's just things are changing.
Yeah, quadruple threat.
Yeah, you got to be good at everything. Yeah, you have to.
You're absolutely right. Yeah, you have to be
at least to stand out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Maybe you're just getting on by with the grass is greener on the other side. But that's it.
I feel like it's really a new era as far as doing it, and I think it's good, man. I would not go back. I got a machine that I can tattoo on the surface of Mars if I like.
Yeah.
Great. I don't need anything. I'm just like, it's super cool. And I mean,
I saw people tattooing at the Grand Canyon.
That's gangster, dude. That's cool.
Yeah, they set up. They set up. Yeah, they set up at the Grand Canyon.
That's cool.
It's all wireless, bro. That shit's sick. Come, he's like, how? Basic setup with the wireless machine, bro. Simple as that.
Yeah,
that's so sick.
It's amazing, dude. I'm like, the technology is great. I mean, obviously it's a double-edged sword. Right?
Facts.
Just
Facts.
with people, you're gonna get cool people, not so cool people. With technology, you get cool results, sometimes not great results.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's with social media, it's all about balance. You're gonna overload it, man.
If you're listening to this or you're watching this, I want to know what you prefer. Do you want to direct message someone, or do you want to fill out a form that gives you like an online consult?
Some people would prefer.
See what the people prefer.
Yeah, some people don't even want to talk to your ass.
Yeah.
They want to skip all the bullshit.
Get in, get out.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, here's the thing, right? It goes back to kind of what we were talking about a little bit earlier. Is the hard thing, I think, really, at least me, we're all personalities. We're all people.
Unless you're a piercer, you're not a person.
No, no, you're not. You know what I mean? You have to run. You have to run your business, and you have to find that balance, walking the line between being a straight up asshole and giving the people what they want. Right?
I like how you pointed at me. You like how you pointed at me when he said asshole? He's like, asshole. What a prick.
Yeah.
What a prick.
Clearly. A dickhead or, no, I mean, because you have to be true. I mean, me personally, I run into this every single day. You know what I mean? You want to tell people just the facts and how things are. And then I'm like, some people don't want to hear it. Some people want that sugar coated.
They don't want to hear that their idea sucks.
No.
That you don't want to do their stuff, that it's going to be a certain way. They just don't want to hear it. And guess what? You know what my opinion is that? Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
It's just that simple. Go fuck yourself. Simple. Like, I don't know how to be nice about that. If you don't understand us, if you don't respect us, you ain't going to tell someone who builds houses how to build your house. You don't know. You don't know how it works.
Some people do.
Because they're stupid
I know.
They're stupid.
I understand.
They are
man.
stupid.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right. I've been told that, you know what? I mean, you guys can back me up. I've been told that I'm just too nice. So it's just like, honestly,
you are too nice.
For the people that are just telling me that, I'm like,
you're too nice.
Yeah.
Hey, Ben.
I know.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
See, that's you just see. You smiled when you said it.
I know.
Fuck you.
No. No, man. I don't know. I can't do it.
All right. Moving along. I want each of you guys to ask me any question you want. Anything. I will answer absolutely any question. Any question you want. Let's hear it. Let's go with you, Ben. Any question.
I feel like I want Saucy to go first.
All right, any question. Let's go.
Any question?
Any question.
What are your truthfully honest thoughts about black and gray tattooing?
Oh, I love black and gray tattooing. Okay.
I didn't know that.
I don't dislike black and gray tattoos, okay? That's not what I'm saying. The same thing that I told Vinny. I just strongly wish that more tattooers would kind of move with the time and put some lines in their tattoos so that will age properly. I think too many black and gray artists are in it for the picture and they're not looking to, send someone on their way for the next 10, 15 years for longevity. And I find that traditional tattooers, that's what they love. They love that their tattoo lasts. They love that their tattoos, they can see them in 10 years and they're the same. Black and gray artists are like, boom, took a picture. All right, we out. To me, that just shows that they just care a little less, unfortunately. But a lot of tattooers that do black and gray have been switching it up. I won't lie. They have been putting lines and structure in their tattoos, and I think it's impressive and it's rad. But I will always say to this day, traditional tattooers rock. Okay? Traditional tattooers out there, nothing but love. We got to stick together.
If it's not trad, it's bad. Am I right?
Ooh, if it's not trad, it's bad.
That's a good one.
That's actually
good.
That's an alley.
For sure.
I'm gonna put that on alley.
Yeah, I feel that.
Her thing.
All right, Ben, let's hear it. What do you got for me, brother?
Let's see. So, where do you think tattooing is heading? What do you think is the future of it?
Fucking downwards. As far as like tattooers, the industry,
it's an artistic industry, so it's just like I'm always curious, honestly, dude. I'm always curious to see what like new trends and where the art goes. I mean, people are people. I could give a fuck about where the fuck people go, dude.
Okay, so this is I got you. I got you.
I want to know what's gonna be popping off in fucking 2030.
I think
and
that
then tell me so I could do that shit now.
I think that tattooing, 5, 10, 15, 20 years from now is going to become less and less about tattoos, dude, unfortunately. I think, I irked him a little bit. No. I feel like it's already started. I feel like it is becoming, tattooers that may not be very good are awesome on TikTok. Artists that aren't very good are fantastic at Photoshop. I think artists that aren't that good just have lovely personalities.
Oh,
You know what I mean? I just think that it's becoming more and more less for like about tattooing. For instance, Ink Master. The first few, a lot of tattooing. Now it's like, man, how do you build a portrait out of dice and salt and pepper and all this other stuff, man? I'm trying to find that rawness, old school tattooer stuff, man. Like, and it's just disappearing. It's not aging the same. It's not. That goes to the same exact thing I was saying earlier. You have to be pretty much awesome at everything at this point because it's no longer down to tattooing. It's not.
You're right.
And I think it's gonna get worse, dude. I think the TikTokers that are awesome on Instagram that maybe aren't putting on the best tattoos are going to make the most money. They're going to have the most clients, and people are going to want to go to them. Do you know why? Because they want to go on TikTok with them. They want to make those videos. They want to be invested. They want to be part of it. It's not just doing a good tattoo and sending someone on their way is just not enough anymore. And it's not going to be. 2030, I'm telling you right now, bad tattooers are going to make more money.
Well, then I'll say this. It's going to be up to us as tattooers to make sure that shit stays alive, dude. I mean, you know what? It's cool. It's fun. It's cute. People like it. You know what I mean? Make a little skit, poke a little bit of fun. I'm all for it, dude. It's a different creative outlet. You know, it's something new. It's innovative. But yeah, if it's going to be, if that's going to sacrifice the quality of tattooing, if that's going to lead us in a place where it's like, I mean, I'm going to tell you right now, dude, all I give a fuck about is art. All I give a fuck about is being true to the craft, even if that hurts people's feelings sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, man. I'm like, it's you know what I mean? A gimmick is only good for what it's
as
good
long
for,
as it's trending. This is the thing. And I say it to Austin, I've said it to everybody. I think it's the one thing. If you keep your art levels higher than anything else, everything else will follow.
100%.
So if you can draw, you can paint, you can tattoo, all that other stuff will come. Your personality will meet your videos will get better. You'll do this, and this. But man, if your art levels are low, everything else is low. Everything else is low. Dude, I don't even know. Man, Austin, how many people have we come across that literally can't even draw a simple flower?
Way too many.
And they expect the world. They expect every walk-in. They expect everything. They want everything given to them, but they can't even draw a flower, dude. A flower.
Yeah. You know what? And honestly, something that we've talked about before is the tattoo schools.
Oh my gosh! Do not get me started.
You know what I
Do
mean?
not get me started on these tattoo schools.
I thought honestly, dude, I thought that was dead and gone. You know what I mean? I really did. I I know that there was like one in like Michigan,
and there's one in Washington too, actually.
Yeah. So my thing is that there's a reason that tattooing cannot be commercialized in that way, dude. You can't learn that way. It's because and I'm gonna basically just spell it out like this. It's about respect. It's about respect for the craft. It's respect for knowing where it came from and respect for other people in the industry. And if you try to sidestep that in any way, we all came up from wherever we came up from, okay?
Yep.
But you got to pay your dues.
Dude, it separates each other.
100%.
The type of person they are is so different. So different. And I'm really upset at you for bringing up the tattoo school. I'm really mad about it. I'm really mad about it. I think it's ridiculous. I don't even care if whoever created that tattoo school is listening. They are watching. That is ridiculous. It is disrespectful. I don't like it. I think every single person that thinks that they can learn how to tattoo in 3 days. Someone said that it's a tattoo school for 3 days, costs like $3,500, and they supply you with a machine from China and send you on your way. Every tattoo that they are posting, the school itself is posting, the artists in that school suck. They suck. They absolutely suck. Every single tattoo that comes off of there sucks because they don't learn the respect. They learn that they can go in there, they can learn how to put a needle to the skin, boom, boom, boom. But they're not learning it properly. They're not learning it long term. Dude, it is experience, man. You don't learn how to tattoo overnight. It is experience. You don't learn how to draw overnight. You don't learn how to do anything. Michael Jordan wasn't coming out of the womb slam dunking shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, he wasn't.
Yeah, he probably was.
No, for real, like he did it. He wanted it, and he did it, and he did it, and he did it, and then boom. There's nothing that is given. If you want to be good, it's not given to you. It's that simple. I have literally never met a tattooer that was just boom. I went to a tattoo school, and now I'm just fantastic. No. Seminars and stuff like that. That's multiple things.
If somebody went to a tattoo school, I would love to know. and somebody said, and it's just tearing it up.
Yeah, that's ripping
I
it.
would love to know.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to tell you, and here's the only thing, just because, I'm going to say this. If you went that route and, you are trying to do things the correct way, trying to do your best. That's all we're trying to do is just do things, with integrity and the best we can. You've obviously gone away from that school by now, and you have taken your focus and shift and turned it into something that is more true to the actual.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I feel like,
Dude,
I try to be a purist, man. I'm like, tattooing is the shit. It is the absolute coolest job in the world. If you shit on what I do, that I feel like you're taking away from me.
Dude, that's the thing though. This is the exact same thing I said about this. 2022, baby. 2020, 2021, 2019, 2018. Tattooers are modern day rock stars. That's what we are. People want to be a fucking rock star. That's what it is. We get to work when we want. We get to do what we want.
Yeah.
We get to do a lot of shit. And people want that, but they don't want to go through it. They don't really want to go through it. They want to pay $3,500, learn how to tattoo in 3 days by someone who does cosmetic tattooing. Something that's not even the same, bro. It's not even, oh my God. Dude, don't get me started on this shit. The tattoo school is a complete joke. Honestly, I think it's disrespectful and it needs to get out of there because every single person that there sucks. They suck. If you're listening to this, you suck. You have no respect. Your tattoo application sucks. You're not learning things. Just because you're learning how to tattoo with only a 3-round liner, like, Jesus, dude, like, oh my, Ben, we're not friends right now. We're not cool right now. I don't like it.
Hey,
I'm
man.
not about it.
Dude, I'm not gonna, bro. Look, we already covered the fact. I don't want to sugarcoat stuff, man.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about putting boo-boos on your feelings, man. I'm sorry. Like, you know what? I'm not a perfect individual. Nobody's perfect. I mean, I'm sorry, but no, man. Like it's you can't take a shortcut to. I mean, no one is gonna take a shortcut to being good at anything. I'm sorry. If you fall ass backwards and you're just fucking amazing, okay, well then cool.
No, fuck you.
Good for you. I don't know how that happens.
Fuck you.
Right? No.
If you fell and you're good, you suck.
You know what I mean? My thing is that, I try to work really hard at what I do. I really try not to take shortcuts. You know what I mean? Even with, we could talk about it another day is, with digital art and stuff like that.
Shit.
People want to say that that's a, it's a cheat. It's a digital or it's a, it's a crutch or it's a fucking, here's the thing. You can use it as a crutch, but there's motherfuckers that get down on digital and they're just making beautiful, like
I use
oil
it as support,
paintings, dude.
I use it as support.
Bro, it's a tool.
Makes life easy. Exactly.
It's
Exactly. I can use
You're
use a screwdriver or I can use a drill.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use the motherfucking drill.
Use the motherfucking drill. And because now here's the thing. I'm gonna flip it on myself really fast because don't get me wrong, I love traditional. Don't even
if you insult traditional, I'm kicking you off the podcast.
But here's the thing. I'm gonna say it to traditional tattooers who go, why would you change the fucking tool? It works good, right? I'm like, yeah, of course it does. A saw works good as fuck. But we don't use a saw to cut down a tree no more, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We use a saw because it's a better tool. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, what's more important, that you're keeping with tradition or that you're giving somebody a beautiful piece that's going to last forever?
Yeah, it's kind of like doing a hard drawing and you're like, it's symmetrical and your hand can't do it perfectly, but you can use the iPad to allow that. And that's on someone forever. They're appreciating that. They're happier with that.
Yeah. It's a good tool.
I love tools.
I love tools. They're toys, man. I'm like, something to make that it's something awesome for somebody. Right tool, right job. That's what everybody's grandpa says that shit.
Facts. Hey, Saucy, you're not talking much, bro. I'd like to talk to you.
I'm talking. I'm gonna shut up.
No. Yeah, this is the Ben podcast. Ben. I see. I almost said Ben again because you got me.
What happened?
The school fucking thing,
bro.
All right,
come on,
Saucy. Let's hear 2 things you've learned in the last 5.5 years working next to me, side by side, step by step, the entire time. 2 things that you would say to anyone watching or listening right now, especially in this industry, if they're coming up, if they're experience anyone in the industry in any level. What are 2 things that you have just taken and you think everyone should have? End of story. Let's hear it.
100%. The first thing I think is take the fucking criticism. Take the criticism. Take what anybody tells you, whether it's good, whether it's bad, whether they're being as blunt as they possibly can with you. Take it and run with it and accept it. Learn it. Like, don't brush it off. They're telling you what they're telling you for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
They're not telling you it to beat you down or to make you feel bad or this or that. They're just giving it to you blunt.
Yeah, and you don't have to use the criticism they tell you or understand it, but you gotta listen.
Yeah. Take it in. Try it out. See, it might change you. It might
100%.
help you a lot.
Yeah.
Second off, 18-inch dick.
All right. Explain that to me. This is something I've told Austen since day one, and I want him to explain it because
you're telling me that he has an 18-inch dick is what's happening. I think now,
the world has changed.
Prove it. I mean,
okay, it's a terminology I like to use because that reaction comes out when you hear 18-inch dick. Explain that.
So, easiest way to explain it is confidence. Confidence with yourself. Whether you don't doubt yourself, don't think of what might happen or what could happen. Think of what you can make happen. Think of what you can do and what you keep telling yourself that you can and you will and you are gonna not oh, I might or maybe I can. No, if you know you can do it, if everybody around you is telling you can do it, don't doubt yourself.
Facts.
Take it.
If you're walking around with an 18-inch one, you know what I'm saying?
Confidence, like
you're confident without anyone knowing. That's my terminology. That's the way I look at it. Is if you walk around like you got an 18-inch one, you don't got to tell anyone.
I'm sorry, bro. If I saw somebody with a big ass dick, I'd be like, that motherfucker ain't walking right. Something wrong with his dick.
But you walk, it's a confidence thing. You walk around in your head, you're like, I got an 18-inch dick and no one knows about it. I'm a G. I'm a gangster. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. Confidence, end of story, matches line in line with mental strength. That's just what it 100%. Is. It's just what it is. If you lack confidence, if you lack the 18-inch dick, then you're
BDE, right?
Yeah, BDE.
That's what it is. Yeah,
I thought it was baby dick energy. You know what I mean? That's 100% thing. And that's, anytime if Austin's doubting himself or someone I know is doubting themselves, I'd tell them the same thing, dude. You walk around like you got it. It's simple as that. You walk around like you got it. And the best part about walking around like you got it is no one else needs to know. You don't walk up to every single person that you know or see and be like, hey, I got a fat one. You just don't do it. You don't do it. Okay. You just don't do it. You know what I mean? So you walk around with that, little extra oomph in you. You know what I'm saying? And people start looking at you differently. You know what I'm saying? They do. They really do.
100%, man. Yeah. The respect that I feel that I got from people or from even my own clients, when I first started working with you, wasn't much. But now I feel like people really look at me like I actually know. Well, obviously I know what I'm doing, but they don't have to question me about it or get that feel me out vibe. Yep. As soon as they walk up to me, they're like, okay, yeah, I 100% feel like this guy is gonna be able to help me out. He's gonna be able to kill it, and I do my very, very best for everybody, and it's because of that mentality. It takes a long time to learn. It's a lot to build up, but it helps you out in everyday life as well. People that you talk to, people that you come across, businesses, this, that, higher up people, they'll look at you differently. Obviously, I look like what I look like, so we
have to build respect elsewhere.
Yeah,
you have
exactly.
you have to sell it. You have to absolutely. You have to. I mean, you have to. Confidence is key.
1,000%. If you convince yourself something, you can convince someone else something.
Right.
Absolutely.
That's the way I look at it. If you can convince yourself that you're a bad motherfucker, then you can convince other people that you're a bad motherfucker. It's just that simple.
It's like that.
It's that simple.
Absolutely.
They'll keep wanting to rock with you.
Yep.
Exactly. 100%. And then when they rock with you, you rock back, and then that's just energy and that's just vibes.
Yeah, 100%.
100%. I agree with that.
Yep. 100%.
I do have a question for you though.
Oh, snap.
Earlier when I thought, I don't know, I was like, my question's kind of stupid, but I wanted to see kind of where you see yourself and the shop itself within the next, I'd say 5 to 10 years. Where do you want to see it? I would say, what are your goals and ambitions for the shop itself?
So I don't want to see nothing because I know what I want is going to happen.
There you go.
Because I got confidence.
Yeah, 100%.
18-inch.
That's a good answer.
So I don't want it to be anything. I already know what's going to happen. 5 years from now, everybody in the shop is going to grow together. We help each other elevate. We're going to get better. You know what I mean? So each artist themselves are going to grow. I do find myself open up another location in a different state, maybe Colorado.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
That'd be cool.
So,
Yeah.
something like that. And then myself, man, dude, just literally that I am just elevating every day. You know what I mean? So 5 years from now, I'm going to be 5 years worth of elevation. It's that simple. Like, I'm going to grow every day. My personality is going to grow to be even more extreme than it is now, which is crazy.
It's going to get more extreme than this.
Yes.
Okay.
My. Yahoo!
100% full fucking send on that.
Yeah, let's go, baby.
Let's get crazy with it, you know?
Awesome.
But like, I just feel like, dude, as long as I keep the same mindset, I feel like, things like this, the podcast will grow. The tattoo shop will grow. I will grow personally. I will grow professionally. I will grow in every way, every way, shape and form, as long as my mindset is exactly where it's at. So 5 years from now, I don't need to pinpoint it. I'm just going to simply say growth to a T. And if anyone else doubts me, I feel bad for them because I'm going to prove them wrong just like I always have.
10 years from now, he's going to have a 30-inch cock.
Oh, that's tomorrow, baby. That's how it works. Yeah, but dude,
poor son of a bitch.
Well, that's what it is, dude. The thing about it is when you're a little different, when you stand out, when maybe you're not exactly what you're supposed to be, quote unquote, those things and elevating and growing and not caring if people are supporting you or rocking with you and you still getting there is so much more important. You know what I mean? So like the shop being somewhere in 5 years, 10 years, me being somewhere in 5 years, 10 years, dude, I'm looking to make my footprint. You know what I mean? Like I want to pass away, and I want people to be like, man, Don did this. Don did this. Oh, do you remember Don? Blah blah blah. I need that. That's like my goal, is to just know that I put a print in this industry. I put a print on someone's heart, on someone's brain. I need to know that I existed, and I just didn't just get on by. You know what I mean? Too many people, I would say 90% of people, 95% of tattooers are just existing. That's just what it is. I think they're getting by, they're going to work, they're getting paid, they're going home. They're getting by, they're getting work, and that's what it is, dude. And you get full shops of it. You get full shops. You get 10 people in the same shop, and they all have the same mentality.
Yeah, I mean, you're all right. I mean, my thing is that I don't pay attention to that, man. I look at the dudes that are really, really fucking getting it.
Yep.
That are really going out there making art. And you know what's crazy as shit, dude? Like, you reach out, you see these dudes at conventions or, reach out online or whatever. Dude, they're just like, nah, man, I'm just trying to figure this fucking shit out.
Yeah.
100%.
But those are the ones making it, man. It's not these fools where you're like, dang, you've been tattooing 15 years. You got 100 followers on Instagram. You know what I mean? I barely know who the hell you are. I barely heard of you. You know what I mean? Like, there is a difference. You know when someone's being successful, when someone's growing, when they're making an impact. And you know when someone's just bumming it, going to work every day, and they're fucking, Honda Civic, looking to keep their Honda Civic until they're 60, 70, 80 years old. You know what I mean? I'm sorry, you don't need like fancy things, but like you should have something to show for yourself if you've been in it and doing it.
I've always said, dude, like whether you're like a CEO or a janitor, no matter what, I feel like you want somebody that sees you doing your job and be like, that motherfucker knows exactly what he's doing.
Facts. And he wants to be. He's doing what he wants.
And it doesn't matter what he's doing. I'm like, he's getting it.
Yep.
He's getting after it. And he's happy doing that shit.
Facts.
So, I mean, like, my thing, again, going back to confidence, being your own boss, trying to take charge, trying to really just, be yourself in the best way. And I mean, it's awesome because we can do that now. It's awesome that we have a lot of avenues for that. I think the biggest thing is, staying humble, staying grounded, staying, you know what I mean, and just really focusing on what's important. Like what you're saying, man, I'm like, at the end of your life, dude, like legit, at the end of your life, you have, a list of accomplishments. You can't, you might have a nice ass car right now, but are you going to have that later on in life when you're, saying 80 and shit on your deathbed? You don't have that.
I think that's why I want to do so much.
You have a list of accomplishments, and then there's people around you that can remember, saying, all right, this motherfucker was good. He did some good shit. I'm like, he was kind of a dick, and or whatever, you know what I mean?
True.
But you know what I mean? He went after it. He saying he got was what, it was his. I'm like, went out and grabbed it. Didn't ask for shit. Didn't fucking ask to be handed shit. And I mean, I definitely don't want nobody saying after that. I'm like, no, yeah, he really cheated the system, and I'm saying he snuck by that shit. I wouldn't be cool with that. I just
did the system differently. That's all.
Yeah. I'm speaking in generalities, my friend.
Oh, I'm talking about myself.
But no, I feel it. But I'm just like, hopefully, I mean, yeah, confidence. You can't apologize for confidence. It's gonna step on toes and put boo-boos on people's feelers, man. I'm like, again, either they're gonna rock with you or they're not.
Facts. Well, that being said, I'm going to call it an end. This is the Tat Chat Podcast. I am here with...
Tattoo or piercings by Sauce.
Oh, he thought he was a fucking tattooer.
Hey, man.
Hey, you know what? He doubles up. What's both your Instagram, Saucy?
Piercings by Sausten and Tattoos by Sausten.
And what about you, Ben?
Friday Tattooer. That's me.
Wow, guys. You hear the just personality in that one? Thank you guys for checking it out, listening, or watching on YouTube, Spotify, or Instagram. Make sure to stay tuned for this episode. I believe this is episode number 3 or 4. It might be 4, episode 4. Yes. And then we will see you next time, and we're headed out.